Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your horoscope for the full moon in Pisces on September 2nd, 2020. And before we get into this video, I just wanted to mention that I am currently offering a class that is available in the Facebook group Astro Class with Daquan Jones. It is also available on Udemy as well as Patreon, and there is exclusive content over on Patreon if you are interested, including your full monthly horoscopes for the month of September. So let's take a look at this full moon in Pisces that is happening here on the 2nd of September 2020. This is a full moon with one major aspect. And so when we have a full moon, this always happens when the sun is opposing the moon. And so we have the moon here at 10 degrees of Pisces and the sun that is here at 10 degrees of Virgo, forming our full moon. And a full moon in Pisces is always a major time of magic, of what you can create, the miracles, the opportunities, the potential, as we are dealing with this very spiritual, imaginative sign of Pisces that is in that completion to Virgo, what we've been working on, what are the practical matters that we need to take care of. And so happening here in these early degrees of Pisces, we have this major full moon that is pulling in this moment of opportunity, remembering that we started off this cycle with a new moon in Leo, where this was all about what is your creative potential, what is that fire that is within you, where you can create and express yourself. And so big time of watching your dreams come true, watching the things that you've been working on building and creating and bringing into fruition start to come to be. Now, remembering that this is a mutable sign, and so this is a major time of change where you have the ability to change your circumstance and situation. Remembering that we went through this very intense week that we're still going through with these major planetary battles that are happening. And so the major aspect that is going on here to this full moon is Uranus in a sextile over to the full moon. And so with this sextile over to Uranus, big time, even more so for change, remembering that Uranus is station retrograde in the sign of Taurus. And so we have major changes, major things to reconsider, to review, to look over in terms of what are the changes that didn't work, that weren't serving us, that we need to find a better solution to, or what were the changes that we avoided that we need, that are of the fullest value and worth to us, that we need to step into. And so this is a major time of change, of what you can create. And so with this is a time, because this creates a wedge, as it also makes a trine over to the sun in Virgo, that this is a time of what is this turning point? What is this wedge in the story where we need to shift, where we need to step into a new space that better serves us? And so huge time of finding that solution, finding that wedge that puts things back together. What is the pivot point? What is the shift in which we need to take here during this full moon in Pisces? And for those of you who have gone through this empowerment of this new moon in Leo, wherever this Leo energy is showing up in your chart, Vesta still currently in Leo, which is playing a huge role in all of this, is this passion, this excitement, this full fire that is in your heart and your soul of what you want to create, of what you want to build in this moment. And so as we're stepping into this, as we're working through this, this is a huge time of, are you going to make the changes? Are you going to step into your fullest potential to create what you want, to bring in what you want, your dreams? This is Pisces energy, where we are talking about our dreams, our imagination of what we want to create, these ideas that are floating around in our heads. And so big time of dreaming, believing, especially within yourself, within your own confidence, within your own self-worth, to build and create what you want to see. Through these practical means, we have this Uranus and Taurus, which is all about elevating ourselves in our self-worth and our values, especially in this retrograde where we are reviewing this area of our lives. And with this Sun in Virgo, big focus on responsibility, on duties, on what we can accomplish, on the practical means, especially with Mercury being here in the sign of Virgo. And Mercury is flying. It is getting ready to shift into Libra here very, very soon. And so this is a huge time that we're going to see on the 5th of September. Mercury is going to shift into Libra, where it will move towards its pre-shadow phase. And so this is a huge time of using up this logical, analytical energy of Mercury to communicate, to gather your information, your ideas, to build what you want in this moment, before Mercury starts to slow down and starts to shift into this retrograde that is coming up here very soon. So big time of, what are you creating? What are you building? What can you dream and envision that you can pull into this reality? I also pulled some cards here, and I will leave timestamps down below in the comments as well as the descriptions, where I have pulled for each of the 4 elements. So if you are a fire sign, meaning Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and this can apply to your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars. If you are any of the fire signs, this first part will be for you. So pulling from the cards here, first card that comes up is the 6 of Wands. So for the fire signs, this is a huge time of claiming those victories, claiming that success, reaping the rewards. And so remembering that with that new moon that started off in Leo, and especially with that Mercury Cazimi that we saw in Leo, that there was a lot of potential there for those of you with this fire energy, as you are the most harmonious with the sign of Leo. And so there is a lot of success, a lot of victory, a lot that is coming for those of you who decided to use this passion, use this energy to create, to build what you want to see in your life. Next card is the Magician in reverse. And so it is a time of, once again, claiming those victories, claiming your worth, making sure that you are believing in yourself and accepting the success. Many of you who are talking down to yourselves, who are not believing in the results, who don't see the results as enough, this is putting a huge pivot into what you can create, the Magician. And of course, that Magician energy is of Mercury, that mercurial energy of taking your thoughts, your ideas, and using it to create something practical, something in this real physical reality. And so it is a huge time of knowing your self-worth, knowing your victories, knowing what you can accomplish, what you have accomplished in the past, and believing in that vision so that you can continue to build and create and not disconnect from this powerful energy that you are able to tap into. Next card here is the Seven of Swords in reverse. And so this is a huge time of trusting your intuition. Things are not going to look practical. Things are not going to look harmonious of how you are able to step in and build a plan, a strategy. And so trusting in God, the universe, spirit, whatever that higher power is for you, trusting and navigating through that intuition, through that inner knowing at this time is huge, because there is a lack of this proof, of this logical analysis of what you're able to see and conclude. But the one thing that is true in this moment of being able to accomplish your victories and your success is in believing in your intuition, in your internal knowing. Last card for those of you with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius is the King of Pentacles. So once again, time for you to reap your rewards by trusting in your intuition, by believing in the victory, the outcome, the success. Big time for visualizing your success. And this is the property of your sign. Fire is about what you can see. And so, big time of trusting in your intuition, trusting in the vision that you have for yourself, and watching these results come true, watching these benefits come to fruition, knowing that you are secure, knowing your worth. For those who are having difficulty believing, this is a huge time where you can miss out on the benefits and the rewards that are necessary in this moment. And so even if you are having these subconscious patterns of not believing, of blocking yourself from having that success that you want in your life, this is a big time to do some inner work and to start to trust in that inner navigation. So welcome to the Earth signs. If you are a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this next part is for you. And this can apply to your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your Mars. Of course, I always recommend this for your rising sign, but this is for those of you with Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. And this is hugely affecting those of you with this energy, as this is in an opposition to Virgo, and this is in a sextile over to Taurus and Capricorn. And so this is an energy that has the potential to work with you, to balance you out during this time. First card that comes up here is the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is a time where many of you may feel a lack of passion, a lack of motivation, of acting on your desires, acting on what you want to create and manifest, acting on the vision. And so it is a time of making sure that you are hopeful and remaining faithful in yourself and in your capabilities. During this full moon, and especially for those of you with Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, this is a huge time to trust in yourself and not to allow any outside influences to stop you. During this time, it is a huge time to pay attention to your thoughts, to your beliefs, making sure that everything is serving and benefiting you to the highest, greatest good. Those of you who are lacking in the faith, in the confidence, in the belief, this is time to tap into your inner worth and know what you are capable of, what you are worthy of, what your potential is. Next card here is the Ace of Swords in reverse. For those of you who are not believing, for those of you who are thinking negatively, for those of you who are holding back from what you are capable of. You are blocking yourself from creating something fresh, something new that truly is of the highest, greatest good for you. This is a divine new beginning. This full moon is all about new beginnings. As not only is this making a sextile over to Uranus, but this is a full moon in Pisces, where we have to release to flow with the universe. This is creative, imaginative energy of what you can create. This is new. This is fresh. And so making sure that you are tapping into this energy and knowing what you can build and create, what you can imagine, what you can dream of in this space is highly important. Negative self-talk, non-believing, and holding yourself back is blocking your divine mission. Next card here is the Five of Swords in reverse. So once again, many of you are blocking this learning experience. Many of you are blocking this change, this potential to create something new, something fresh. And so huge time of really allowing yourself to work through this moment, to go through the changes, to learn from your lessons, to grow, to manifest the life that you want for yourself. Next card here is the Knight of Pentacles. This is about what is the physical reality that you can build? What are the practical results that you can get? And so are you physically taking action? Are you physically going after what you want? Or are you blocking yourself? Once again, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Many of you are not ready to graduate. Many of you are not ready to take this to the next level. And so this is a huge time for you to level up. This is a huge time for you to do the work, to believe in yourself, to move forward, to work towards the physical outcome that you want to see in your life. This full moon is a huge opportunity moving forward here in 2020 into 2021 to really manifest and build the life that you want for yourself. Welcome to all of the air signs. This is for if you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And this can be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. Of course, I always do recommend this for your rising sign. But this will be for you if you have this prominent energy of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So starting off here, the first card is the King of Cups in reverse. And so this is a huge time for those of you with the air signs to connect to your feelings, to connect to your heart space, your intuition, your inner knowing. Many of you trying to think things out, trying to jump into your headspace. But this is a huge time of really feeling things out, really being in tune with yourself and your inner knowing. A lot of fogginess, a lot of difficulty seeing and knowing what the outcome is at this time. The next card here is the Page of Swords in reverse. Once again, this is not a time of thinking, of analyzing, of probing for information. This is a time to sit with yourself, to believe in yourself, to tap into that inner flow, that inner feeling that is within you. And so huge time of connecting back into your heart space, and allowing that information to flow through, whether that is a feeling, whether that is information that is being channeled through to you. This is time to follow your heart and not your headspace. Next card here is the Three of Wands in reverse. And so, once again, this journey that you're trying to take about this vision, about this dream, this goal, is not going to get done by just thinking, by just staying in your headspace. You must tap into your inner knowing. You must tap into your intuition to feel out the right path, the right vision of where you are meant to go at this time. Last card here for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, is the Judgment card. This is a time to step up to your divine calling. For those of you still in this old space of old beliefs, of old truths, of the old reality of where you've been that no longer serve you, that no longer gives you results, this is time to shed away the negativity, to shed away the attachments of the past so that you can move forward, so that you can step up to the judgment call within yourself, the divine calling, to take things to the next level, to live in your truth, to do what you know is of the highest, greatest value to you in your life. Hi to my water signs. This is for if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And this can resonate with you for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. And I do always recommend this for your rising sign, of course, but this may resonate with you if you have any other prominent placements that are in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So the first card that comes up here is the Six of Cups. Big time for service. Big time for service. Serving yourself, serving your needs, serving others around you, stepping up to that calling and that truth of being in service, of doing what is of the highest, greatest good. And so for those of you who have been procrastinating, for those of you who have been holding back, for those of you who have felt lost, who have felt stuck, this is the time to push through. Remembering that we're having this big battle going on where Capricorn is really the ultimate power in this. Capricorn is really the big dog with that Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. And so it's been a tough time for those of you with water, as this Capricorn energy has been challenging and pushing, especially on that Mars. And so many of you dealing with very tough sextiles. And so this is a time, and for those of you who have Cancer in your chart, dealing with a lot of that tough energy with that Venus opposition over to Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter. And now coming up on this square over to Mars. And so huge time of really pushing through the challenges, pushing through the obstacles, pushing through the roadblocks, using this energy, remembering that Mars is getting ready to station retrograde on the 9th of September. And so getting ready to really use up this energy, push through this challenge, through this difficulty, to serve your highest, greatest good. Next two cards go hand in hand. We have the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Many of you really feeling like this is it. This is the end of an old cycle. This is the completion. This is time to close the door on an old chapter. Or like something is not working anymore. There's a new strategy, a new way that you need to take on this challenge in your life. And so for those of you with Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces prominently in your chart, big time of making those changes, of closing those old chapters, those old doorways. If you are feeling these people who are leaving you, these moments that aren't working, this is time for you to stand in your truth and push forward, push through these obstacles, through these difficulties. Allow the ending to happen. Allow the door to be closed. Because this is your time to do something new. Remembering that this is a Pisces full moon in a sextile to Uranus. This is about doing something new, something fresh, using up your imagination, your creativity, to step into this new space that is of the highest value and worth to you in your life. Last card here for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, is the Four of Pentacles. And so as you are purging, as you are cleansing, as you're releasing through this full moon of these old chapters, these old doorways, this is bringing your life back into alignment, back into balance. For those of you who have felt like you have been procrastinating, like you have been stuck, like time is out of your control, like you're lost, or you can't get things back on track, this is your time of bringing things back into alignment by letting go of the things that no longer serve you. You cannot fit anything else into your life without making space for it. This is like trying to pour water into a jug that is already full. It is going to pour over. There's no more room. And so this is a huge time of bringing your life into balance by letting go, releasing of the things that no longer serve you. So that was your horoscope for the full moon in Pisces on September 2nd, 2020, for each of the zodiac signs by element, as well as the transits. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, feel free to leave a like as well as a comment. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I want to thank you all once again so much for joining. And I want to thank all the spirits who have joined in today to make this message possible. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.